Okay, this is the latest version of my skid steer mounting system, the two BlueRobotics T200 thrusters. But what I've done now is basically made it a lot easier to install. Let's see. So this plate, well, originally, let me show you how this worked originally. Originally, this plate had to be removed because it was quite a bit longer. It's about 31 inches long now and sits flush with the outside edge of the Kayak, as you can see. But I used to have to take it off because what I had on here, I basically cut these off. These are pieces that I cut off of each end. So with that one solid piece, it was 46 inches wide, and I could not get it in my van. So I cut those off. Now basically this piece here, which is cut down to 31 inches, will remain on the Kayak at all times, and it fits right in the back of my van. I gotta go get something else. Let's see. So this is my new outrigger setup. This part right here with all of the erector set looking stuff, this Servo City materials, used to come off the plate, and I don't think you can see them, but there's a couple of what I call thumb screws that hold all of this into this bracket that's attached to the aluminum plate. And it really works quite nicely. So now, all I have to do, at least in theory, instead of having a total of 10 bolts that I have to attach to my Kayak and then remove when I'm done, so I can get it back into the van. Now I only have 2 per side for a total of 4, so this works really well. And all my clearances and everything are fine. If I can get them in the holes. I've actually ordered some new bolts, and they'll be here shortly. They're a little bit longer. These are just a tad bit too short. As I said, the theory is that this will all be locked down. I've got a little bit of play in it right now because I haven't tightened those down. There we go. Once these are tightened down, then the relationship will be fixed. And I'm good to go. And likewise on the other side. And again, it's just a simple matter. Of course, I've put the camera right in the way here. So this one I'm going to open up. So 2 bolts on one side, 2 bolts on the other, and I'm good to go. So those work perfectly. So the position of the thruster assemblies has not changed. What has changed is these brackets here now. So all of this will remain, these two will come off, and it really will be a simple matter to get them on and off. I'm pretty happy with it. And everything works perfectly. I checked all the clearances, and I should be okay. So at the end of the day, undo these, you get the idea. This is all it takes to remove them. Pretty darn simple. So I'm done. As I mentioned before, I was going to actually not abandon, but forego the skid steering setup for a transom mounted setup, only because the transom mounted setup is pretty easy to install. This is actually quicker, but I think I'm good to go.